can't run, I can't hide from no nigga, no. I still wanna take my mama to the Poconos. Gotta buy on a house, $1 million road. Played it fair with these niggas, put me in a hole. I got scars, I'm still healing, don't nobody know. I've been living independent, beefing with my bro. It ain't even about the money, it's the principle. They say blood a little thicker, I ain't feel it though. I got problems on my handle, I'm a grown man. I don't wanna murder nothing, use the wrong hand. Niggas put you in your feelings, playing like your friend. She been rocking hard body, say she not a fan. Malibu, pick a beach, meet me on the sand. I got flights chasing heights, I don't wanna land. Shit really hit different, niggas understand. But you should never make a statement on another man. Judge give a life sentence, make you understand. I can make 100 million sticking to the plan. 20,000 on my watch, 20 in my pants. Like a nigga hit a lick, do my money dance. Everything independent, needed in advance. Big sad motivation, I've been in a trance. Take a picture of me ballin', niggas in the stand. I've been making niggas bitter, they don't stand a chance. I can't run, I can't hide from no nigga, no. I still.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young Aunt Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Aunt Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. Y'all know what's going on out here in these YouTube streets, man. So look, we was on No Jumper about a week ago, and Academiks called in. Y'all know I did a segment to that. He called in basically telling us not to be speaking on Troy Ave. He like basically don't be speaking on Troy Ave. East Coast dudes hold it down. They handle their business. When it comes to the seriousness of something, they not running no plays. He like, that's more of a West Coast thing. You know, y'all got Hollywood out there. You know, y'all got a lot of content creators. Y'all got a lot of people hopping out there woofing, talking about they gonna do this, what they gonna do to a person. They ain't catching no fades. They in the room with a person, nothing happening. It's going crazy. Amongst this, Wack name definitely did come up because Munchie B tell Academiks like, Wack100 your boy. That's the main dude that be running plays. So what are you talking about? This Troy Ave situation is a play. Act rebuttal, and Act kind of went in and was explaining his encounter with him and T-Rail. We gonna get to that tomorrow. We definitely gotta get to that tomorrow. So he explained his encounter, like basically he expected it to be some smoke when T-Rail seen him. On his behalf, he ain't gotta do nothing because he's not a gang member. He's a civilian. He can talk how he wanna talk and cover it up and or alert the police. Ain't nobody expecting no gangsterism from him. So, with Munchie B saying Wack name, Wack came out, called in the No Jumper, and he had some things to say. He basically called Munchie B a failed gang member, and basically said he had it up to here with Munchie B having his name in his mouth. And he basically, like, you know what I'm saying, he gonna treat Munchie B like he got 20/20 vision. He don't care about him being impaired or being blind. When I catch you, I'm gonna get on you. He's making it known if he ever run into Munchie B, that is smoke. Besides the back and forth on the internet. Also, as other content creators and people have pointed out, that Wack have said that, look, you dudes are in the valley. I got home court advantage. You dudes are in the valley. I got home court advantage. Y'all got to hop on that freeway and go back down to L.A. I could take one street right there to No Jumper if I'm really tripping. And like I said, we don't need no tripping between the good people, man. We don't need no tripping at all, man. Everybody definitely know what everybody is at No Jumper. So, you know, there's really no need for the vital threats from no party. But, you know, when your name is mentioned, you definitely got to come and defend your honor. And that's just how it go. And Munchie B also has some things to say too. Like, look, bruh, all this gibberish you talking, I don't believe it. Really don't care. Y'all gonna hear from Munchie mouth. I guess Munchie tried to get up on Wack up at a party and wanted to speak to him face to face. And Munchie was basically like, You know, if it went left, if he got disrespectful or got loud, I already had my boys on go mode. It was going to go up. You know what I'm saying? We was going to have to handle business on Wack100. So furthermore, and with further ado, I'm going to go ahead and spin this content, and y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We going to commentate.
Though, like, why are you tripping on what Munchie said?
Nah, because Munchie B, this is the thing, bro. Dude is blind. I ain't giving him no blind passes. I'm letting the world know that. I catch him, I'm breaking it. I'm going to treat him like he got 20/20 vision. He stay popping my name. Dude, you're 110 pounds. You can't see. I don't know you. I've been from my set longer than you've been living. Right? You a failed gangbanger. You know what a failed gangbanger is? A that while in process of gangbanging, called life, got put in a wheelchair, got shot in the head, got unalived, you're a failed gangbanger. Those gangbangers that went through it, did their little time, got a date, got out, still got all their limbs and their capabilities and living a clean life, okay, that's it. Who was able to retire from gangbanging.
I think this.
I tell you all the day, I'm not a gangbanger. This nigga's whole claim to fame is county jail and how many hours he spent in the park. I don't hang in parks. I'm not a gangbanger. And I'm going to be real. I think gangbangers being in parks is really some fuck because you didn't took it from the kids.
Exactly.
The place that's supposed to be for the kids and turn it into a war zone. Nothing about none of that to me is cool. I denounce it all. I'm just from where I'm from. That's where I grew up at. If I move to Tennessee today, I can't tell it it's from California. That's where I'm from.
So why Wack, why is there this narrative though that you be running plays? Like there's several videos about it.
Ain't
There's
no
like
bro, because let me tell you why. Anytime a nobody wants to be known on the internet, they say my name. I ain't never seen Munchie B or met that man a day in my life, bro. I got more time with Brandon than Munchie B. He don't know me. I'm the one made him famous. I packed him out in Clubhouse, embarrassed him, had him on there stuttering, exposing him. Alex Alonso felt sorry for him because I packed Alex's ass out 3 days before that and gave him a job. Prior to Wack packing Munchie B out, wasn't nobody talking to him in podcasts with him. To do what I did to him for him to feel sorry. And I did him like that because he kept pulling up, saying, I'm like, look, bro, you're blind.
Who that
Mom or your mom in the back saying you're using all the Wi-Fi in her house. Like, bro, stop talking to me. See, just because you a blood don't make you my homeboy. I don't give a fuck about them colors. I got Crip comrades, Crip enemies, blood comrades, blood enemies. I'm a man first. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But dude gonna keep playing.
All right, so y'all heard what Wack said. So I got some minor little disagreements with Wack said. So basically, but it's his opinion. This is my opinion. Don't mean I'm right. Don't mean Wack right. So Wack100 say that basically Munchie B is a failed gangbanger. He basically says anybody who got any impairs, lost limbs, been shot, just, somebody who ain't got nothing going on that's still thugging, you basically a failed gangbanger. And it's many people who have been in a lifestyle of gangsterism that have been shot and still have been fortunate. And some people have been less fortunate. Some people have been put 6 feet under. Some people have been put in that cage for an elbow life sentence. But I just think you being shot, that don't make you a failed gangbanger. But if you is at a certain age, if you've been doing the same thing for 20 years, 25, 30 years, you definitely failing somewhere. And if you is doing that, I will hope that you are having some type of revenue that you're receiving, or it's worth it in the end. So, however, that was Wack assumption of a failed gangbanger. He went on to say, like, look, this dude a failed gangbanger. I don't know him. He keep on mentioning me, having my name in his mouth. I'm letting the world know, anybody know right now. If I catch him, If I'm anywhere with him, I'm treating him like he got 20/20 vision. I'm putting hands on him. I'm tired of him speaking on me. So Lush was kind of just like, pretty much like, man, you know, why you mad, or what's, you know, really the situation or whatnot. So also something else I gotta kind of like disagree with Wack. He's right, but in the nuisance I have to disagree with the park thing. So Wack basically like, hey, Munchie B claim to fame is being a gangbanger, county jail, stuff happening, whether he's squabbling or, you know, whatever the rumors may be. On top of that, his kind of fame is hanging in the park in his set. And Wack, like, basically, I don't respect that. That's detrimental because you taking the park from the kids can't come play, they can't come get on the swings, they can't come get on the slides. Now, what I disagree at is that I don't know what's going on at Darby Park, which is Munchie and Inglewood Families Park, but at St. Andrews Park, the kids play, it's summer night lights, they still can come out. And you do have grown people that hang in the park, but you got to understand, from the beginning of time, teenage kids started gangbanging, and these teenage kids was hanging at parks. A lot of these gangs went to parks and had their gangs initiated and signed off at these parks. So after all these years, being from this started from teenage people, how you think these people mindset gonna be? Of course, people still gonna go back to the park, but anybody of a certain stature, of age, of respect, you should know it's a safe zone and to stay away from the kids unless you just got a little park. Parks are big. Parks are not made for disastrous behavior and gang violence, but these gang members are still going to do it with their stupidity anyway. They're still going to do it with their stupidity anyway. And in a nuisance, in a nutshell, you can blame the gang members because you can say, well, oh, why are you hanging there? Y'all shouldn't be hanging there. That should just be a spot for the kids. But as I said, from this playground, these kids sprouted in the mind and formed these gangs. So what's familiar to them is the places that they're going to come back to. However, with that being said, now we about to get into what Munchie B had to say. And you already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Wack100, act so tough. Now, me and this man bumped heads on Clubhouse. He said some very disrespectful and fictitious things, right? Now, I come from a volatile past, bro, and I only know one way to handle things. Because I'm not going to win with this man on Clubhouse. That's his arena. You know what I mean? So my thing was, I would like to talk to this dude.
There you go.
Like, face to face.
There y'all go.
Know what I'm saying? And really, something he need to be touched. Right? Okay. Now, maybe 2 years ago, my boy Rocky, 2.5 years ago, my boy Rocky, it's his birthday. Birthday weekend or birthday. He's having something. Hey, pull up, bro. All right, I'm going to pull up. Now, at the time, Wack100 and Rocky, they boys. They be hollering, they cool or whatever. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, this my opportunity. We gonna get this fool, right? So, I'm with the homies, and they split on what they. I'm like, I'm pulling up the Rocky shit, cause you know I got a motive. And I thought the homies wanted to bounce somewhere else. I said, look, what we gonna do is we gonna pull up there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Bicky, I'm just gonna be in there for like an hour and shit, and then we could bounce. My whole thing was, the homies just parked up in the car. If Wack there, we have a conversation and he's disrespectful, I'm all right, you got that, boss. And we gonna whack your bitch ass. And this the same day I met Rich Trapper. He pushed up, introduced himself. the homie Rocky right there, and Rich Trapper like, yeah, I'm from 60s. I'm like, okay. The homie Rocky like, no, he cool though. I'm like, they not know. My mind is on something else. I didn't even tell Rocky this because this is his boy, and maybe he'd try to defuse the situation, or you know what I'm saying. I wanted Wack
So
air. I go outside, get some air. Wacko from Bompton there. I'm like, damn, what's up, Wacko? Where Wack at? Wacko like, I don't know, fuck that nigga, right? I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought, shit, Wacko like, fuck that nigga. I'm like, oh, okay. We just get to talk about different shit, lowriders and shit, because this shit was stuck in three-wheel motion. He drove from Inglewood to Bompton one time on the freeway on three-wheel motion. I'm like, damn, that's cold. I wasn't there. I stayed for a short time, and I shook. The homies is ready. B team is ready to smack. If the conversation was go hurt you, boy.
damn.
All this my hood is down the street from No Jumpers. Matter of fact, hold on, my bad. What you call it? Hold on, I know you don't like me to do it this way, but I'm about to hold on.
B message call button.
Cause I know you like for me to do it on the. I gotta come with receipts. Hold on.
Off.
If you've recently been in an accident that wasn't your fault, you might get some compensation. If you've been...
I want this little bitch to answer. And she gonna tell you, we pushed up in here. Listen. So at the end of that night, I go back to the Brawl House. I'm on that Clubhouse app just listening, and Wack pops in, and he talk about his night and said, oh, he was out with his daughter. It was his daughter's birthday. I said, oh, that's why he wasn't there.
All right, so something else I had left out before I fired up what Munchie had to say was that Wack, I don't know, so I gotta say he's under the assumption because I don't know this to be truth. I don't know this to be false. So I have to say allegedly or it's an assumption. So Wack is alleging that basically he's the rise to Munchie fame on the internet. I'm new in this internet space. I just came on here last year. So from July last year to July now, what happened from June on back, I don't know nothing about. Unless it was a clip that I ran into that was old that I reacted to. So Wack said basically he mentioned Munchie name. He fired Munchie up on Clubhouse. Before he fired Munchie up on Clubhouse, he fired Alex Alonso up. From there, he say Alex Alonso teamed up with Munchie. Brought Munchie on to the show. Rest was history. I don't know. Now, from what Munchie say is that whatever transpired between these guys, Munchie was trying to get up on Wack100. So, supposedly, a guy that they both had in common was having a party. And Munchie was for sure that Wack100 was going to pop up at this party. So, Munchie is devising a plan, contemplating on how he about to move, scheming on what he about to do. So, he like, the gangland, the members, they really want to go do something else. But Munchie like, look, hey, I'm trying to go to this little party, see what's up with this little situation, see what this boy talking about, and then from there, we can go to wherever y'all was trying to go unless we crash. However, they slide to the party. Munchie say he slide there, he hoping he see Wack. He got the homies out front. He slide in the party, talk to a few people. Somebody bring Rich Trapper up to him, introduce him to Rich Trapper. Rich Trapper tell him he from 60s. Before he can say anything, his dude, Wacko or whoever party it was, I think, interjected like, hey, this my boy, don't trip. Munchie like, man, look, I'm not even on 60 time right now. I'm on Wack time. So, however, throughout the party, Munchie asked the Wacko dude, hey, what's up with Wack? He find out that the Wacko dude ain't feeling Wack or whatever. He got a problem with Wack. Wack never comes to the party. Guess it from there, Munchie and the Eaglewood family slid, went to the next function or a destination that they would slide to. So Munchie say he find out from somewhere else in order listening to a podcast segment or channel that the reason why Wack wasn't at that party is because it was like his daughter's birthday or something like that. So Munchie like, whoa, okay, that's why he didn't show up. But Munchie like, if he would have showed up and he would have showed out, he was gonna show out. Anything disrespectful, it would have went left. Now, I'm pretty sure we have seen a few segments or these men have been on phone calls with each other, going back and forth. Crazy things have been said. We don't know if it can be reconciled. We don't know what's going on. But Munchie is like, man, look, bro, you lucky you wasn't there that night because it would have been bad for you. And Wack is basically saying, like, if he catch Munchie, it's going to be this. We all in the same place. We all at no jumper. We all know each other times. I don't want to see nothing come of it. Hoping nothing come of it. And hopefully this stuff just stay content. Because a lot of dudes, and not saying Munchie nor Wack, be trying to trick y'all. A lot of this stuff is just about content. Dudes feeling like they ain't got they just dudes. Feeling like they not in the content space they should be. Or whatever work they be putting in. Dudes feeling like it ain't felt. So, you know what's the next best thing? Hey, we got to target or call something out on who we see popping or something we think that we got a problem with. And that's just how it go in this YouTube space, man. So with that being said then, man, hopefully this situation is imaginary smoke and we going to conclude it there. Make sure y'all run my video up. The video in the beginning, make sure y'all go run that up, man. I can't run, man. Real hip-hop. Make sure y'all go run that video up and put that video where it's supposed to be, man. It's your boy Ant Hefe. Don't care about number what the checks say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Why you ain't winning, bitch ass nigga? You know why you ain't winning, nigga? Cause right now, it's a nigga up grinding and working harder than you, nigga. Get your bitch ass up, nigga. You know why you ain't